Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. The New York Yankees have made progress each year in the Franchise Stars Baseball League, losing the Wildcard game in year 1, losing in the ALDS in year 2, before falling in the American League Championship Series in year 3. That trajectory wins them the AL pennant here in year 4. And with the AL's top-scoring offense this season, led by reigning MVP Lou Gehrig, who led the league in homers again, and a pitching staff that quietly put up the 5th best mark in the American League this season, the Yankees continuing their rise would surprise nobody. But for the last month, nobody's been rising faster than the Minnesota Twins, who went a remarkable 26 to overtake the Tigers and win the AL Central. They don't have the Yankees' thunder, but they play solid defense, have exceptional clutch hitting, and a knack for the big play. Whitey Ford and Johan Santana lock up coming up here from Game 1 in the Bronx. So here's Knobloch stepping in. It is a rainy day at Yankee Stadium. Appreciate you tuning in. A rainy night, actually. First pitch from Ford, a breaking ball that misses down low to get us underway. Ford delivers. Sinker misses inside. It's 2-0. So Ford gets the start in Game 1. Ron Guidry will go in Game 2 for New York. Ford delivers. Knobloch fouls it off. Despite the rain, I think we're going to get this one in the Bronx. Ford delivers. Knobloch fouls off another, and the count goes to 2-2. Chairman rocks and fires. Fastball up high. Knobloch swings and misses for the first out. So Ford gets a strikeout out of the gate. One away here in the top of the first as we get the American League Division Series underway. So that'll bring up the league's batting champion, Lenny Dykstra. First pitch from Ford on the outside corner. Dykstra hit .332. 12 homers, 65 runs batted in for Lenny, who has been a terrific contributor for the Twins since coming over in year 1 from the Mets. Fastball up high. Dykstra tries to hold, but it's a called strike, and Ford is ahead of Lenny 0-2. Breaking ball misses inside. 1-2 the count. Ford delivers. Dykstra into center field. That's going to get down. That's a base hit for Lenny. So Ford got ahead of Dykstra 0-2, but Dykstra takes the ball inside and then singles out in the center, and the Twins have the first base runner of Game 1. This is a pretty solid, steady rain here. They're trying to get this game in. But that rain's coming down pretty good. Here's Joe Mauer. Fastball up high, swung on and missed. Dykstra goes, a solid throw, but not in time as Dykstra gets in underneath it. So the Twins have a runner in scoring position here in the first. Jeter puts the tag on, but Dykstra gets under. 0-1 the count. Curveball from Ford. They say it bent around the plate, although that looked good. Twins the last 2 batting champions. Dykstra won it this year. Mauer won it a year ago. Ford delivers again, way outside with the slider. It's 2-1. Tries to dry off the bat, keep the batting gloves as dry as he can as well. Ford delivers. Mauer smack down to third. Nice pick by McDougal. Only play is the first. Gets Mauer. Dykstra holds at second. Nice pick there by Gil McDougal. Your Twins lineup, Knobloch, Dykstra, and Mauer as you've seen. Drew, Ozuna, and Minuch. Carew, Yost, and Smalley. The Twins hit .274 as a team this year, second in the American League, behind only these Yankees. Here's J.D. Drew. Drew a very solid season in his first year in Minnesota after coming over from the Cardinals. Flips this one down the right field line. It's hooking foul and out of play. Forward from the set. Delivers. He pulls another one. Foul out in front of the curveball. Forward from the set. Again, checks Dykstra, delivers, fastball up high, and he gasses him. Drew chases one way out of the zone. So Ford picks up a couple of strikeouts in the inning, gets around the Dykstra single, and the Twins come away scoreless. We head to the bottom half. Game 1 of the ALDS. Twins nothing. Yankees coming up. On the hill for Minnesota, Johan Santana, 15-10, a 3.11 ERA. Another very solid season for Santana. Leading things off for the Yankees, Carl Crawford. An interesting year for Crawford, a terrible year for Crawford. .213. But the Yankees think that Crawford's speed can give them something here. He drops a bunt down, tough play, and they're not going to get him. Yost comes charging. Was going to have to hurry, in the speed of Carl Crawford has the Yankees with a base runner one pitch into the ball game. That'll bring up Derek Jeter. Nathaniel, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Santana throws over to first. Crawford gets back. Santana from the set. Throws over again. This time they have him picked off. Carew's throw to second, and Crawford almost beat it anyway, but he's picked off first by Johan Santana. So Crawford gets the bunt base hit to get on, but then gets picked off. One away, bases empty. Fastball there is a called strike down the middle to Jeter. 305 for Jeter on the year, 8 homers, 56 RBIs. Jeter's third straight 300 season. Rounds this one over the bag at third. It's knocked down by Yost, but he's not going to have a play. Yost, good job getting over there on the backhand and take an extra base hit away from Jeter, but Jeter is on with an infield single. One away, and that brings up Lou Gehrig. Gehrig, the reigning American League MVP, and he's going to have a crack at winning a second one. Another tremendous season from the Iron Horse. He takes a fastball in the inside corner. 289, 49 homers, 109 RBIs for Gehrig. 49 homers, led the American League. 109 RBIs, tied for third. And a good sinker at the knees. He's ahead of Gehrig 0-2. On the set, Santana deals again. Gehrig fouls it off. Santana sets once more. Another 0-2 pitch. Gets him with a slider. Nicely done by Santana. Gehrig has to go chasing. Comes up empty, and there's 2 away.
Batting for the right fielder, number 99.
Fastball, sinker, kept the fastball away, and then went further away with the slider. Inside, outside, work from Santana. So 2 down, Jeter on first. Here's Judge. Aaron Judge, a sensational season here in year 4. He takes a fastball down the middle for strike 1. 295, 42 homers, 109 RBIs for Judge. Santana from the set. Delivers. Change up. Misses down low. Appreciate you all tuning in. A little something came up last night that prevented me from being able to jump on with the ball game last evening. But we're back in the flow of things here. Santana deals. Slider comes inside the Judge. Misses. It's 2-1. Boxing set to return to the channel tomorrow. We'll also have a couple of Franchise Stars Basketball Association playoff games as well. Line shot there from Judge, but right at Knobloch, who puts it away. And the side is retired. So both teams strand a runner. We'll head to the top of the second. American League Division Series, Game 1. Twins and Yanks are scoreless in the Bronx. So here is Marcell Ozuna, 274, 7 homers, 34 RBI.
Number 48.
DHing against left-handers. Carew or Herbeck DHing against righties. For the Twins, and Ozuna, deep drive to left field. It is just foul. Less than 10 feet outside the pole. I actually thought it was a little bit closer to the pole than that. But just a long, loud strike for Marcell Ozuna. Whitey Ford breathes a sigh of relief. Fastball up high. Ozuna chases and misses. And now Ford thought he might have given up a long ball as the head 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Tries to hold up, and he does. 1-2 the count. It delivers. Ozuna fouls off another one. Ford winds and delivers. Ozuna skies this one to left center. Kearney ranges over, puts it away. And there's one away. So here's the rookie, Heine Manush. Manush came on strong late in the season. Very solid numbers. 305, 22 homers, 80 RBIs. A very lefty-heavy lineup for the Twins. Yankees are going to start two of the best lefties in the American League in games 1 and 2 in Ford and Gehrig. Ford delivers. Shot out in the center. Bernie moving over. It'll hang up for him, and Williams puts it away for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second.
Number 29.
That will bring up another rookie, Rod Carew. 280, 4 homers, 38 RBIs. Carew was right around that 300 mark until September, in a month where the Twins got red hot. As we mentioned, Carew tailed off a little bit. Fastball there on the inside corner for strike 1. Carew rocks, fires, holds up there against the slider away. 1-1 the count. Carew pops this one up. McDougal going out, makes the play in foul ground. And the side is retired, so good inning there for Whitey Ford. Sets them down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the second in the Bronx. Yanks and Twins are scoreless. So here's Joe Gordon, last year's American League Rookie of the Year. Gordon, 294, 35 homers, 105 RBIs here in year 4. Very strong sophomore campaign. And Adam misses the fastball inside. Gordon played every game this season. All 162. Fastball there. Ooh, Santana hitting an old Greg Maddux called strike off the outside corner. Good change up there away. Gordon chases. Lails somewhat harmlessly at it. The count goes to 1-2. The pitch. Fastball misses up high. 2-2 the count. Fastball down low, and Gordon goes chasing. Swung on and missed. There's one away. Second strikeout for Johan. Here's Bernie Williams.
The center fielder, Bernie Williams.
Fastball. This is down and away. 319 for Bernie. 21 homers, 69 runs batted in. Pennant delivers. Fastball misses up high. Pitch. Bernie pulls it down. 2-1 the count. Fastball at the knees. It's 2-2. Ball misses away. Charlie Keller waits on deck. Santana delivers. Fastball sky to right. Drew is there, puts it away for out number 2.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Charlie.
So that'll bring up Keller, 277, 13 homers, 45 runs batted in. Anna delivers. Fastball at the top of the zone for strike 1. Pitch. Keller, ground ball to the right-hand side into the shift. Knobloch leads Santana. Throws him out, and the side is retired. Nice play there by Knobloch. We're through 2 here in the Bronx. Yost, Smalley, and Knobloch due up for the Twins as we head to the top of the 3rd at a rainy Yankee Stadium. So here's Eddie Yost, 239, 2 homers, 16 RBIs. The Twins did not get much output out of third base this year. In Yost and Gaetti. Well, it did get contributions from Buddy Lewis. He kind of played all over the place. Fastball there, misses down and away. Yost trying to wipe the bat dry. Gets a little bit of extra time there between pitches. 1-0 offering from 4th. Reaches, pokes it down to 3rd. McDougal kicks it, throws to 1st, and there's 1 away. So Yost is set aside. That will bring up Roy Smalley. 239, 15 homers, 47 RBIs for Smalley. Twins lineup does not have the thunder that this Yankees lineup does for sure. That's ball there, swung on and missed. It's 1-1. But they do have a knack for the big hit, the big defensive play, the big pitch in the big spot. Ground ball there to 1st. Gehrig flips to 4th, and there's 2 away. Whitey not giving up much so far in the way of hard contact. Order turns over. Here's Knobloch. Nobby struck out his first time up. And Santana is probably the best pitcher to start game 1 for the Twins. Yeah, I mean, they've got a good rotation. I mean, Blyleven had a little bit of a down year, so Santana was kind of the easy pick here, although Jim Cott had a really good year too. Skied out to right. Judge comes on, puts it away, and the side is retired. So Ford in cruise control early. Yankees will try to see if they can get something going against the Johan. Scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd. Gil McDougal, 275, 11 homers, 50 runs batted in. Anna delivers. First pitch swing, McDougal fouls it straight back. Sign from Mauer, who wants it away. Popped up on the infield. Foul block calls it. Puts it away for out number 2. I'm sorry, out number 1. What am I? Accelerating the inning. So that'll bring up Jorge Posada. Posada getting the start against the lefty Santana. 238, 2 homers, 14 RBIs. Yogi Berra in a rough rookie season, particularly in terms of average. His power came on a bit late. But Yogi sits against lefty. Yogi would face righties. He'll face for Blyleven and Blyleven start. Yankees still have every faith that Yogi Berra is going to be a force in this league. Posada gets the start here. Fastball is fouled off. It's 2-1. Anna delivers. Posada skies this one to left. Manush is underneath it. Puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Neither team has really hit anything hard to this point. Here's Carl Crawford. Crawford had a bunt single in the first. Then was picked off. Changeup misses down and in. Crawford was acquired before year 3, and he was sensational a year ago. But he could never get out of the blocks here in year 4. But the Yankees feel like his speed might play well in this series. So they're going to give him the start here in Game 1 and evaluate things from there. Joy of having as many options as this Yankees lineup does. Crawford pops out to Smalley to end the third, and we're a third of the way through here. We're moving briskly here in the Bronx. That's what happens when nobody scores. We head to the 4th. Game 1 of the ALDS. Twins and Yankees remain tied at 0. So here's Dykstra. Dykstra singled his first time up. He's got the only Twins hit to this point. First pitch from Ford. Fastball misses down low. And Dykstra, this year's American League batting champion. The last 3 batting champions are in this league. Mauer won a year ago, and Jeter won in year 2. Dykstra flies that one out to Bernie in center for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher,
Here's Joe Mauer. Mauer is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time. Another 300 campaign for Mauer, 308. Ball misses away. Fastball. Misses down low. It's 2-0. Whitey rocks and fires. This is down low. 3-0. J.D. Drew waits on deck. Ford behind Mauer. 3-0 here in the top of the 4th. Whitey delivers. Fastball taken all the way for strike 1. Delivers again. Shot out to short. Jeter can't handle it. Got some time, but no. Jeter played that a little bit lackadaisically after the drop. I think Jeter kind of, I don't know if he forgot who was running, but look at this. Jeter kind of misplays it and then picks it up and is very casual about that. Throws it over to first. Mauer gets down there, so an error on Jeter. Here in the top of the 4th, 1 away. Here's J.D. Drew. Jeter's shortcomings as a shortstop are well documented, but they're more in terms of range for Jeter than the glove. Anything he gets his glove on, he usually makes the play. And now Ford will try to work around the error. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-1. who acquired in a trade that sent Joe Cronin and George Mobridge to St. Louis last offseason. Shot foul. One and two, the count. Delivers. Threw out to center. Bernie comes over, puts it away for out number two. Bauer retreats to first. And there's two away.
Now batting, number 48.
So, two down, runner on first. Here's Ozuna. He flew out his first time up. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. And we haven't really had any hard contact to speak of as of yet. Weather certainly may be playing a role in that. Slider forward misses down and in. Change up, down and in. It's 2-1. The set. One delivers fastball. Ozuna takes up high. 3-1 the count. Minush waits on deck. Now we're on first after the Jeter error. Ford trying to work around it. Here's the pitch. Misses down low for ball four. So the Twins push a runner into scoring position. Error and a walk doing that. There are two away, and here's Heine Minush. Minush flew out his first time up. Fastball in there for a called strike. Yankees playing Minush straight up. 0-1. Good fastball there from Ford, and he's ahead of him 0-2. Now Ford's got a little bit of room to play as he works to Heine Minush. 0-2 pitch, Minush fouls it off. Fans waving the towels, trying to get Ford through this fourth inning. From the set, delivers. Fastball up high. 1-2 the count. Field again. This is outside. Odd Carew waits on deck for the Twins. 2-2 pitch from Ford. Hit out to right, going back on in his Judge. He is there. Puts it away, and the side is retired, and Ford gets through the fourth. So the Jeter error doesn't hurt at all. We head to the bottom of the fourth here in the Bronx. Jeter will try to get something started on the offensive side when we head to the bottom half. Jeter reached on an infield single his first time up. He put one over the bag at third. Eddie Yost made a nice play to knock it down and prevent extra bases. Couldn't get Jeter at first. Puts this one deeper down the left field line, but that one's foul. Jeter over the 300 mark for the third straight year. Chopper out to short. Smalley. Jeter runs pretty well. Smalley has to get rid of it quickly, and he does. Gets him for out number one.
Now batting, number 4.
So that'll bring up Gehrig. Santana struck Gehrig out his first time. And it deals. Fastball's in for a called strike. Wipes the bat down. More throw off the brim of the cap again. It's been raining since the start, and rain is expected pretty much throughout this ballgame. Now Gehrig is set and ready to go. 0-1 from Santana. Fastball misses up high. 1-1 the count. Ball there, misses up away again. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Gehrig, high fly ball to right. That's deep. Drew looking up. There it goes. Home run, Lou Gehrig, and the Yankees strike first in Game 1. So Gehrig gets a hold of that one. It leaves the yard, as he did 49 times during the regular season, and the Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Slider up in the zone. But it came out over the plate a bit too much, and Gehrig deposits it into the seats out and right. That is an upper deck shot from Lou Gehrig. So 1-0 Yankees. Here's Judge. He's 0 for 1. Sinker swung on and missed. Judge lined out to knob block his first time up. And it delivers. Judge chopped to short. Smalley has it. Throws to first. There's 2 away.
Now back, second baseman, Joe Gordon.
So here's Joe Gordon. Gordon 0 for 1, struck out his first time. And it gets a sign from Mauer. Delivers. That ball is ripped to left, but Manush, I thought it was going to hang up for him. That ball kind of bottomed out late. And Manush has to play it on the short hop. It's a single for Joe Gordon.
Now batting, center fielder, Bernie.
Here's Bernie Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. Fastball misses up high. Anna from the set. Deliver. Bernie pops it straight up. It's drifting into foul ground on the third base side. Yost puts it away, and the side is retired. But the uniform glitch pops up. Always good to see that in postseason form. Gehrig for the Yankees, not the Twins. Goes deep. It's 1-0 New York. So appreciate you tuning me here on a late Tuesday evening as we continue with the playoffs in year 4 of the franchise Stars baseball. Ron Carew steps in to face Whitey Ford. Carew shoots this one out in the left. They were playing him shallow and to pull. Keller gets there for out number 1. Off the bat, I initially thought that one was going to get down, but Keller had him played well. Good scouting there by the Yankees. Here's Eddie Yost. Yost grounded out his first time up. Fastball misses outside. Oh, Nathaniel, please, if I'm available to do, I prefer, there's going to definitely be some premieres. Tomorrow's game will probably be a premiere. But if I have the opportunity, especially with playoff games, to do them live, I want to try and do them live when I can. Fastball there, misses down low. Ford behind Yost, 3-0. Roy Smalley waits on deck. And Yost swings 3-0, chops it. McDougal throws to first. There's 2 away. So here's Smalley. Smalley grounded out his first time up. And Ford just not allowing any hard contact to this point. Santana's been excellent. Ford's been a touch better. Good curveball there. Swung on and missed. Ford delivers. Curveball down and in. 1-1 pitch. That's out to center. Bernie breaks back on it. He's got it. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So that one gets given a ride out to center, but Bernie puts it away. 5 innings of cruise control for Whitey Ford. We're midway through in the Bronx. 1-0 Yankees. So here's Charlie Keller. Keller grounded out his first time.
The left fielder, Charlie Keller.
Keller fouls this one off. It's 0-1. 831 OPS for Keller. Very solid season. The Yankees, somewhat surprisingly, sitting Maris. Again, Maris hits righties much better than lefties, but Maris had a fantastic season. You argue we could have just played Maris and just kept him down in the order like they're doing with Keller. But they're giving Keller the game here. Nice leaping grab there by Yost on a looping shot. I thought might get out into left field. Yost reels it in for the first out. Yankees also trying to get Carl Crawford into the lineup, try to get some speed into the lineup, and try to get things going. And I would expect we'll probably see Maris through the rest of the series. Here's Gil McDougall. Fastball in there for a call and strike. Shot out to right. Drew drifts over a couple steps, puts it away, and there's 2 down. Definitely think the weather playing a part here. Nothing really seems to be carrying. I mean, Gehrig's home run was a no-doubter. And it's just not great conditions to play in. But we do expect we'll get the game in. Fastball in there for a call strike. It'll be an official game. It is an official game now because the Yankees have the lead. 1-2. Change up down and away. Misses. It's 2-2. Anna delivers. Chopped out to short. Small, he has it. Throws to first. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So Posada grounds out. And Santana gets through the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th. Twins have only 1 hit against Whitey Ford. Yankees lead at 1-0 as Chuck Knobloch leads off. Knobloch squares the bunt and bunts it down. Daniel asks, the rain going to let up? I don't think, if I'm remembering right, like I can't remember off the top of my head if the rain, like if the game that starts in the rain ever stops, or if they just have it rain throughout the game. Which is funny because, you know, they do stuff like the shadows change over the course of the game as the sun sets for like a 4 o'clock game and stuff like that. So it would certainly be a nice touch if they had the weather potentially change during the course of a game. And maybe they've done that since 22. But I do not. So I believe you're going to see this rain throughout the game. Occasionally there'll be a rain delay, but I think the rain pretty much sticks. That pitch sticks Knobloch in the behind. And the Twins have a leadoff base runner. Here's Dykstra. He's 1 for 2. He's singled in the first. That's the only hit for the Twins to this point. Coming courtesy of the American League batting champion. Pitch out, runner goes. Knobloch tries to get in, and Posada guns him down. Yankees guess right. Posada puts the tag on, and Chuck Knobloch is thrown out here in the top of the 6th. Twins trying to manufacture something, but a very strong throw from Posada, and Knobloch was dead to rights. Pitch was a ball, obviously on the pitch out. It's 1-0. Extra starts to swing. Holds up, but still a called strike. There's a called strike as well. So Ford ahead, 1-2. Oh, that's cool, Dan. Yes, like I said, I don't have one of them since 22 because I haven't had any reason to. And the game does everything I want it to do, and I'm not going back and recreating 1,600 players at this point. So I will ride out 22 until there's any reason why I can't, frankly. 1-2, Ford delivers. Up in the zone, out of the zone, actually. Dykstra drops it into right, but it drops into the glove of Aaron Judge, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Joe.
Sorry about that. Ball 1 to Mauer. Fastball misses up high. It's 2-0. Ford delivers. That one is pulled foul. Gehrig has tended to start game 1s for the Yankees the past couple of years. Ford gets the nod here in year 4. He has been terrific. This one's punched down to third. Nice backhanded play by McDougal. Long throw gets him. And the side is retired. Nicely done by Gil McDougal. So Whitey Ford has allowed 1 hit through 6. Yankees hold a 1-0 lead. Crawford, Jeter, and Gehrig due up. Here is Carl Crawford, 1 for 2. He had a bunt single in the first.
The designated hitter, Carl Crawford.
And was picked off. Change up from Johan. Crawford fouls it off. Again, Crawford was sensational for these Yankees a year ago. Gave them a speed element they didn't have. He struggled out of the gate this year. The Yankees ultimately demoted him. Just decided to bludgeon teams all year. Crawford grounds out to short. There's 1 away. And the Yankees, for the first time, led the American League in runs scored, outscoring the Oakland A's. Here's Jeter. He's 1 for 2. Jeter reached on an infield single his first time up. Sinker misses away. Fastball, ooh, borderline pitch. Santana gets the call, and it's 1-1. On the outside corner, 1-2. Santana working in and out here to Jeter. 1-2 offer. Jeter slashes it to right, but right at Carew, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 4.
So here's Gehrig, and back in the 4th, Gehrig did this. The only run of the ball game to this point, an upper tank shot from the Iron Horse. Fastball in for a called strike. And it delivers. Gehrig goes reaching. Fouls it off, and the count goes to 0-2. Pitch, fastball up and away. One and 2 the count. Gehrig, deep to right field. He's done it again. Lou Gehrig, his 2nd home run of the game. 2 solo shots, the only runs of the affair. And Gehrig takes Santana yard for a 2nd time. It's 2-0 New York in game 1. Well, Santana has been sensational, but Lou Gehrig has had his number. 2 shots on the day from Gehrig, both solo shots. And the Yankees have a 2-0 lead. So Gehrig, as Nathaniel notes, taking control, no doubt there. Here's Judge. Fastball swung on and missed. So now Ford, who has been sensational, also has the luxury of an insurance run. Judge fouls it off, and the count goes to 0-2. Slider down and in. Judge backs away. One-two pitch. Judge fouls it off. Anna delivers. Change up, misses down and away. 2-2 as Santana works to Judge. Anna, 5. Judge swings and misses at the sinker. Down he goes to end the 6th. But Gehrig, the uniform glitch again. Tries to put him in a Twins jersey. Second verse, same as the first. Gehrig goes yard. 2-0 New York as we head to the 7th. Absolutely, Nathaniel. Yes, a very well played game. Another good pitching matchup. Again, Santana's been great, other than Gehrig. But Santana's been terrific. Ford has just been better. Sometimes that happens. Not the first guy. Whitey Ford is out pitched. Here's J.D. Drew. Fastball is in for a called strike. Ford. 5. Fastball misses up and in. Delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Donna sets up inside. Ford delivers. Popped up. McDougal in foul ground. Puts it away for out number 1.
The batter.
Down goes Drew, and the Twins just can't get a good cut on Whitey. Here's Ozuna. He's 0 for 1. He's also walked. Let's shoot that one foul. Ford delivers. Change up, misses down low. One and one. Ozuna fouls it off. Four deals. Fastball off the plate. It's 2-2. Whitey working a little more quickly here. Ozuna pulls it foul. "85 pitches so far for Whitey Ford. Gets Ozuna to chase it down in the dirt. Good change up from Ford. Ozuna whiffs. Posada throws the first for the second out. Only the third strikeout for Ford. He struck out 2 guys in the first inning. That's his first strikeout since then. 2 down. Here's Minuch. He's 0 for 2. So the chairman of the board ruling things so far in this one for the Yankees. Fastball on the outside corner. Chad Green, the closer, is already up and throwing. Bubba Chamberlain throwing as well. He's just trying to be prepared just in case things start to shift. Just fouls it off. Ford rocks and fires. Fastball misses inside. Ford deals again. Smack down to third weakly. Dougal has it, throws the first. 7 scoreless innings for Whitey Ford. So the Twins can't solve Ford. We are at the 7th inning stretch here in the Bronx. Bottom 7 coming up. Yanks lead it 2-0. So here's Joe Gordon. Gordon is 1 for 2. Johan Santana has been terrific in this one. 2 blemishes, both solo homers, both from Lou Gehrig. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Bob Porterfield, the righty. Glenn Perkins, the lefty, starting to throw in the Minnesota bullpen. Now the Yankees have action going. I don't know why you would contemplate taking Ford out. It's not at a particularly high pitch count. I got to think that Whitey's staying in without much difficulty. Gordon skies this to left. Minush into the gap. Puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Bernie.
So here's Bernie. Bernie is 0 for 2. He has flown out and popped out. Anna delivers. Takes her down low. Bernie rips that one ashore, but right at Smalley for out number 2. Bernie hit that one on a rope. Right into the glove of Roy Smalley. So 2 away. Here's Keller. Keller is 0 for 2. Both of these teams lefty heavy at the plate. Keller puts this one in the right. Going back on it is Drew. Gets there, puts it away, and the side is retired. So the Yankees are set down in order. We have a briskly moving game here in the Bronx. We head to the top of the 8th. 2-0 New York. As Rod Carew will get things started for Minnesota. Carew is popped out and lined out. Ford starts the 8th inning at 90 pitches. Again, if the computer decides to take Ford out, I cannot undo that. Ford wanted that call. He doesn't get it. His alternate history 100 checks on in. How are you, my friend? .1-0 offering from Ford. Carew fouls it off the other way. And solid rookie campaign here for Carew. 280 on the year. The Twins expect him to be a perennial 300 hitter. Loops this one out in the center. Bernie's coming on. He's not going to get there. Williams has to play it on the hop. And Bernie's throw in gets away, but it's backed up. So Carew will stay at first. But Rod Carew starts off the top of the 8th with a blue base hit. Only the second hit allowed by Whitey Ford, his first since the first. Now, here's Yost. Yost is 0 for 2. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Cash feeder in the center. Carew will hold at second. So the Twins, who had 1 hit through 7, have back-to-back singles to open up the top of the 8th. And this is what the Twins have done over the last month. Just come through with big hits in big spots. Wide Milan will come on to run at first for Minnesota. Here's Roy Smalley. Smalley is 0 for 2. I gotta see if I'm not sure they even have another guy in their roster who can play short. Oh, that's right. They have Elberfeld on the roster. It's really a weak bench, particularly from the right-hand side. I'm going to let Smalley hit here. Smalley's got a little bit of thump here. I think for the Twins are probably going to let him hit. We're going to let Whitey. Whitey has earned this. If one more base runner would get Ford out of this game. And Smalley squares to bunt. McDougal charges, but his only play is going to be to first. But Roy Smalley gets the sacrifice down. And now the Twins have second and third and one away. And that will bring up Knobloch. Knobloch is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. All right, we're going to have to contemplate this now. So if you're the Yankees here, I mean, Dykstra's the league's leading hitter. He had the first hit of the game. If you intentionally walk Knobloch here, you're putting Dykstra up there with the bases loaded. But it would be lefty-lefty, and it would set up a possible double play ball here. I think you've got to walk Knobloch if you're the Yankees here, and take your chances. It's certainly a risky proposition with Dykstra coming up, but I think you've got to create the force at any base situation here and trust Ford to go lefty-lefty.
Number 4.
But now we're all... Oh, Steve Hamilton. It's really Steve Hamilton, the best guy the Yankees... Well, Hamilton, I think, had a really good year, actually. 2.66. All right, Hamilton was 10-0 out of the Yankees bullpen this year. Wow. All right. All right, so there's no room at the inn here. Ford works the Dykstra. Bases loaded. Huge at bat in this ball game, to state the obvious. Curve ball from Ford is in for strike one. Yes, Drysdale would have thrown at him. Ford from the set. Whitey has been sensational in this one. Fastball down and away. Packed house at Yankee Stadium on its collective feet in the rain. Game 1 here of the ALDS. Ford has cruised through 7. Now he's in his first real jam of the ball game here in the top of the 8th. Change up misses down low. It's 2-1. The Twins have done this kind of thing so many times over the last month to overtake the Tigers and take the AL Central. Dykstra fouls it off the other way, and the count goes to 2-2. Joe Mauer waits on deck. Ford looks in, delivers. Curveball just misses, and it's a full count. Borderline pitch. That was a beauty by Ford, actually. That's a great pitch, even though he didn't get the call. 3-2 offering. Dykstra fouls off another one. Ford set, looks in again for the sign from Posada. 3-2 pitch to Dykstra. Fastball. Lenny fouls off another one. Good battle here. The bases are loaded. Yankees lead it 2-0. High pop-up. Shallow left center. Keller coming on. Gets there, and they're not going to send the runner. Keller's throw way up the first baseline, but nobody was coming. And Ford gets the big out as he gets Dykstra to fly out to shallow left. So now, Ford gets Mauer. Mauer is 0 for 3 on the day. 103 pitches for Whitey Ford. Fastball in there for a called strike one. High drama here in the Bronx. Ford deals. Down in the dirt, and Mauer chases, and Ford's ahead of him 0-2. And now Whitey's got a little bit of room to play here. Let's see what he does. 0-2 offering. Curveball down and away. Mauer doesn't chase. 1-2 delivery from Whitey Ford. Change up down and away, and again Mauer doesn't chase. We'll see where Whitey elects to go here on the 2-2 pitch. Mauer out in the left field. That's going to get down. That's a base hit towards the gap. Keller cuts it off, but 2 runs are going to score. It's a 2-run single for Joe Mauer, and we are tied in the Bronx. Here in the top of the 8th. Whitey Ford, he got Dykstra, but couldn't get Mauer, who takes the fastball, serves it out in the left center. And the Twins have knotted game 1 at 2 apiece. And that ends the day for Whitey Ford. A terrific performance from Ford, who doesn't want to hear it. As he exits now, Ford is frustrated. He was sensational in this one. The Twins did nothing over 7 innings. But now, Ford exits. Hamilton comes on. 10-0 out of the Yankees bullpen in 51 appearances, a 2.66 earned run average. And Steve Hamilton will come on to face J.D. Drew. Drew is 0 for 3. The lead run is 90 feet away. Drew puts this one out into the gap. Keller retreating, gets there, puts it away, and the side is retired. But the Twins, 26-5 in their last 31 down the stretch. A remarkable run by Minnesota. You've seen heroics like this throughout that entire stretch. It's knotted at 2 in the Bronx. Here's Bob Porterfield, 1-0, a 1.35 ERA in 16 appearances for the right hand. Porterfield's going to be brought on here for the bottom of the 8th. Gary Gaetti will come in to play third for Minnesota. And here's Gil McDougall. The Yankees have another third baseman. Getty. I still think you have to have at least Chamberlain warming up if you're the Yankees. Substitutions, let's see. They have Ed Charles. You could pinch hit for McDougall here. I'm kind of inclined to do that, actually. You have Maris on the bench. They just brought in a righty. McDougall's played very good defense, but I think if you're the Yankees, the way this offense is built, you're taking your shot here with a long ball. So Roger Maris will pinch hit for Gil McDougall. 46 homers from Maris on the year. Again, he is not great against lefties. They sat him. They used Crawford's speed in this one. I expect that Maris is going to play the rest of the games in this series. Right now, he comes on to face Porterfield. Here to start off the bottom of the 8th. First pitch fastball is a cold strike. 0-1 the count. Porterfield deals. Harris fouls it off. So Porterfield's ahead of him, 0-2. Jorge Posada waits on deck. We'll see if they bring in Berra to pinch hit for Jorge. 0-2 fastball, misses down low. Dave Rigetti, the lefty. Rigetti has not been good this year. Jabba Chamberlain throwing from the right-hand side. One-two pitch from Porterfield. Harris fouls it off. I actually want to change that. Just because Rigetti has had a rough go this year, I actually feel like if you're the Yankees, Lyle's been better than Rigetti has been. You get Sparky over there for the Yankees. 1-2 the count. Porterfield to Maris. Fly ball down the left field line, slicing foul. Porterfield rocks and fires. Maris fouls off another. 1-2 remains the count. Porterfield deals. Good change-up locks up Maris for out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. So Roger Maris goes down looking. Posada got the start against the lefty, but for really the same reason as Maris. I think if you're the Yankees, you're going to play Yogi Berra here. If you're the Yankees, you're kind of going all in. So there you see Berra, his rookie campaign. He only hit .221, but he did hit 22 homers. He homered his first at bat of the season, opening day against Pedro Martinez. Here he pulls this one foul. Again, Berra has to wear 88 because the retired number semi-part-time glitch in the show won't let me assign him number 8. Which is annoying, but unavoidable. 0-1 pitch from Porterfield. Berra fouls it off. The count goes to 0-2. Here's the pitch. Berra fouls it off. Paul Crawford waits on deck. Here's the 0-2 offering. Fastball misses up high. American League Division Series, Game 1 in the Bronx. Berra smacks it down to third. Gaetti has it. Throws to first. There's 2 away. So Porterfield is retired, Maris and Berra. Now the order turns over, and it's Carl Crawford for New York. Crawford 1 for 3, had the bunt base hit in the first. First pitch, weakly hit out to second. Knobloch gets on it, quickly flips to first, and Crawford is set aside. So a nice job by Porterfield out of the Twins bullpen. We head to the top of the 9th in the Bronx. Twins 2, Yankees 2, Game 1. So Berra will stay in behind the plate. Ed Charles will come in to play third.
Number 14, Ed Charles.
Steve Hamilton will stay in the pitch. Hamilton needed only the 1 pitch to finish off the 8th inning after he came in for 4th.
Number 48.
Starts off against Ozuna, the righty. There are a couple lefties coming up in Minush and Carew. Fastball misses down low. It's 2-0. High drama here in the Bronx. Whitey Ford allowed 1 hit through 7. He was backed by a pair of Lou Gehrig solo homers as Ozuna skies out to Judge and Wright for out number 1. But the Twins strung it together in the 8th, a big 2-run bases loaded single from Joe Mauer. Tied the ball game, and that's where we stand. 1 away. Here's Minush. He's 0 for 3. Rounded out his last time up. Fastball is in for a called strike. Yankees have Jeter, Gehrig, and Judge. 2 up in the bottom of the 9th. 1-1 pitch here from Hamilton. That one hit out to right. Judge takes a few steps back, puts it away for the second out. Hamilton has retired 3 batters, is coming into the game on 7 pitches. Here's Rod Carew. Carew is 1 for 3. Hands up, hold it foul. Garrett sets up away. Hamilton goes away, misses outside. 1-1 the count. Peru lines this one out. Jeter is there, puts it away a couple steps on the outfield grass, and the side is retired. So Steve Hamilton, a terrific job out of the Yankees bullpen. This game really wants to put Lou Gehrig in a Twins jersey. That's the third time they've done it. He has 2 homers for the Yankees. He'll bat second in the bottom of the ninth. Porterfield had a really good inning. Righty, lefty, righty. Who do the Twins have up in there? They've got Aguilera and Perkins. I mean, Gehrig's already hit 2 homers against a lefty, so he doesn't care about that. All right, well, you know what? We're gonna let them keep Porterfield in here. Aguilera's not warm. I don't think they're bringing in Perkins to face Jeter to start things off. Ground ball to second. Knobloch on the backhand throws the first. Down goes Jeter, 1 away. So now, here comes the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. In the Twins jersey again. I don't know why that happened. Oh, it's such an irritating glitch in such a great game. Upper deck shot. Another one into the bleachers and right. 2 solo homers for Lou Gehrig. He has been the entire Yankees offense in this ballgame. Comes up with 1 out in the ninth. Pops this one up out in the shallow left field. Long run laying out. Goes to that's Gaetti. Can't come up with it. And Gehrig wisely holds at first. So it's a bloop single for Lou Gehrig. Now if you're the Yankees, Gehrig's 45. Horace Clarke is a 60. I know he's faster than Gehrig, but in a tie game that could go to extra innings, if you get around to this spot in the order again, and you don't have Lou Gehrig in the order, in there, I'm not sure you pinch run for Gehrig for a 15-point speed advantage there. I think you're going to let Gehrig keep running for himself and stay in the game. I'm admittedly, I can't stand taking really big bats out of the lineup ever, unless it's an absolutely clear case. If there's any doubt, I leave the big bat in the ballgame. Here's Judge, 0 for 3, struck out his last time up. Porterfield delivers. Judge fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. Porterfield deals. Curveball misses down low in the dirt. 2-1. Fastball misses up high. If Judge gets walked and Gehrig gets forced into scoring position, that might change. I might be willing to go to the faster guy if he's in scoring position. We'll see here. 3-1 from Porterfield to Judge. In there for a called strike, and the count goes full. 3-2 offering coming from Bob Porterfield to Aaron Judge. Bottom of the ninth of game 1. Curveball, Judge fouls it off. Porterfield will look for a put away here. 3-2 pitch. Inside for ball 4. So Gehrig, loop single, Judge walk. And now here's Joe Gordon. Now I think it's a little bit different. Now I think you got to get the faster guy on there. You've got to score if you're the Yankees. If you get a hit here, you have to get this run home. Nick Etten will come in for Gehrig if the game goes on, but Horace Clarke is going to run for Lou Gehrig. Clarke really on this postseason roster just to provide some versatility. So here's Joe Gordon. He's 1 for 3. Fastball, Gordon fouls it off. Porterfield from the set. Delivers. Gordon. And they're right. That's a base hit. We'll see if they send Clark. It was not hit that hard, and they were playing shallow, and they're going to hold him at third. Think that is the smart move there. Horace Clark brought on to run for Gehrig, but they hold him up at third with only one out. They've got 2 cracks to get him home, but Joe Gordon keeps the line moving. Bases loaded for the Yankees in the bottom of the ninth. I think that's going to be the end of the line for Bob Porterfield. Bernie is pretty much the same against anybody. And then you have Keller next. Perkins wasn't great. I mean, and just because he might have to face Keller. Kind of torn there. I'm going to go to... Aguilera's been your closer, though. Biggest spot. Despite the potential for the righty-lefty Keller matchup, I think if you're the Twins, you go Aguilera here. ERA a run and a half better. He's your closer.
Your attention, please.
So Rick Aguilera comes on for the Twins. 8-8, 19 saves, a 2.71 ERA in 69 appearances. Aguilera started the season as the setup man, took over as the closer for Glenn Perkins. So they call on Aguilera here to try to get Bernie Williams. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the ninth of game 1 of the ALDS. First pitch fastball, misses outside. Bernie is 0 for 3. He lined out his last time up. Horace Clark running for Lou Gehrig. The potential winning run down at third, and Aguilera misses outside with ball 2. So now Aguilera has put himself in trouble. Good hitters count here, and there's no room at the end for Aguilera to play. Here's the pitch. Bernie, other way, base hit, ball game, and the Yankees walk it off in the bottom of the ninth of game 1. Clark scores, Bernie Williams an opposite field single, and the Yankees hold off the Twins' late comeback and take game 1 3-2 in the Bronx. Aguilera fell behind there 2-0. Gave Bernie something he could hit. He didn't have any choice with the bases juiced, and Bernie lashes it the other way. Game kind of cut that celebration video a little bit short there. Steve Hamilton, who went 10-0 out of the Yankees bullpen during the regular season, picks up the win here in game 1. Bob Porterfield takes the loss. And the Yankees take game 1 against the Twins. Oh, Nathaniel, I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Ultimate History 100, thank you for tuning in as well, my friend. So 2 Lou Gehrig homers get the Yankees on top. The Twins come back to tie it late. But Bernie Williams walks it off for the Yankees against Rick Aguilera in the bottom of the ninth. And the Yanks take game 1 of the ALDS. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for New York. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Twins. Hamilton the winner, Porterfield the loser. Lou Gehrig, with the 2 home runs, gets player of the game honors. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. Tomorrow night, we will have game 1 of the other American League Division Series, the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Yankees walk it off for a game 1 win.